Hey everybody, my name is Jared. I host a daily live podcast where we discuss news and politics. We call it Justice's Waiting Room. We go live every morning at 8 a.m. till about 9:30 a.m. Eastern on YouTube and Twitch. And, TikTok keeps asking me for my sports takes, and I really don't think that I'm the guy. You see, let's start with Colts fan, right? Have been my whole life, right? So imagine that your team wins the Super Bowl, subsequently decides not to protect its quarterback, and he injures his neck, has to have surgery, and you have to let him go because you don't want to be paying him when he ultimately ends up in a fucking wheelchair. Peyton Manning. And then you draft Andrew Luck, right? And he retires before he hits 30. Again, because he played with reckless abandon. We didn't learn anything. And then draft Anthony Richardson after fucking around for years. And what happens? He struggles, as they typically do, and I say they, young quarterbacks in the NFL, and ultimately got injured before a game when a resistance band snapped and hit him in the orbital bone, and he had to have surgery. And it's a really tenuous spot, which is typically why it's covered by a helmet. And then Daniel Jones just tore his Achilles on Saturday. So Riley Leonard, who just got drafted in the 6th round of this past draft, will have to play. And that's how close the NFL is, right? You draft Anthony Richardson, the highest rated quarterback prospect of all time, and you have to sit him down and get an adult in here who ultimately probably overworked himself and tore his Achilles, trying to offset the fact that he he was playing through a fracture in his leg, right? So he'd already fractured his leg. So tearing your Achilles is overcompensating for the injured leg, right? On top of that, Tyrese Halliburton, right? Game 7 of the NBA Finals, right? We make it to the mecca of basketball, and 8 minutes in, he blows out his Achilles, right? Between DJ getting hurt and fucking Halliburton getting hurt, Caitlin Clark, hurts her right groin, takes her out for the whole fucking season, right? The only good thing I got going for sports is Miami, the Hurricanes football program. They made it to the college football playoff, and IU, they made it to the college football playoff. Okay, I went to Purdue though, so this is kind of bittersweet. That also, IU made it, right? 13-0, number 1 seed in the college football playoff. Purdue, their other rival, Notre Dame, got fucking snubbed. So imagine being an Indiana sports fan and you're a Notre Dame fan, right? Between Notre Dame, the Colts, the Pacers, and the Fever, right? Getting snubbed. Like, somebody check on these people. Anyway, I just wanted to make TikTok regret asking me for my sports take. So they're all injured. Help us, please. I made the joke. Clearly, Indianapolis is built on an Indian burial ground, and I Googled that for veracity, and it's actually pretty accurate. Anyway, have a good day, everybody. Go sports!